give a small introduction about themselves. Maybe where are you from and how you got to know about Toastmasters. Please be on stage.
So, I think it's a full news now, but I'll still say hi. Good morning to all. I'm Harry. I'm a VAD scholar, and this is my final year thesis submission time. And I came to know about Toastmaster from my colleague and from Verb Search. And I started with an inquiry, and people called me and connected with me. And last couple of days ago, Anand sir called me and requested me to come here. And it was difficult for me to find space anyway, but had a fun treasure hunt kind of experience to come here. More than that, I'm just excited to meet you all, and I had a very nice experience with talking with a couple of people here, and I'd like to know more about you all, and I expect more from everyone to help me move up myself. And regarding Toastmasters, I don't know much about this club, so I think someone would give me a better explanation later. Thank you.
Thank you for beautifully giving your introductions. So as you said, you don't know about Toastmasters much. So even when I joined this meeting for the first time, even I don't know anything about it. Even when I hear about Toastmasters, I did not even hear this word previously. At least you might have heard before. And I hope you will learn everything by going all the way. And now I'd like to hear from the second guest, Ms. Praveena. Yeah.
Good morning to all. I am Praveena, a college student from Namdu. Why I joined Toastmasters is to transform my life, not to be an introvert and want to explore many things, and particularly public speaking. I love public speaking and TED Talks, so I want to join Toastmasters. And this is the second.
Thank you, Praveena, and I hope you will have a great time here. So now let's continue with our game. So, have you ever wondered why RCB has not won this cup for so many long years?
Because they don't play well.
Don't play well.
Others don't play.
Okay, but to be honest, if you look at the history of RCB, they had the best batsmen. If you see the 360-degree AB de Villiers, the universal boss, Chris Gayle, are the best cricketer in the world, or the run machine Virat Kohli. Even though they had the best batsmen in the world, but still they were not able to reach that final line. And why do you think this year they have won?
Because most of the players contributing to win. Different players, one different man of the match.
Great. Any other ideas?
And then two players got relegated. The bowling was very good.
Yeah, I should go with that point, because every year if you see they were quite struggling with their bowling segment, but when it comes to this year, they were pretty strong in their bowling, because if you see in the final, they defended the total and won the cup. So which clearly says they had a good bowling unit this time, and as well as a good batting unit, which has a blend of both. And I believe, in my perspective, probably that could be a reason for them to reach that line. And especially, I think you all might have seen in Instagram and all these things, after 18 years, for the man 18, Virat Kohli. And even if you count the number of, the dates also, it will come 18. And the day exactly, they won the cup.
Numerology.
Even Virat Kohli doesn't notice.
Yeah. But the Times of India were posted in the... Yes. So now I would like to ask another question to check how committed you all to the IPL. So who is the orange cap winner of this year?
Chennai guy.
Correct. When you say Chennai guy, people will be thinking CSK.
Yeah, played for Gujarat. What to do?
Great. And now, the most difficult question: who is the second place winner? Orange cap. I mean, it's not the winner; it's the second place guy who scored little less than Sai Sudarshan. It's very clear. We all never remember the second person. No, yes. Surya Kumar Yadav. Correct. Okay, now third. It's even more difficult. But you guys already told that answer. Yeah. Virat Kohli. Correct. Okay. Now let's get into a very exciting session. Like in every IPL game or in general in IPL, we have something called super over. Right? How many balls will be bowled in a super over?
No, ball.
6 balls.
Correct. And how many wickets are the maximum that you can use?
2-2.
Great. I think people are very much aware about cricket. Right? So you have a very limited amount of wickets as well as the number of balls to be bowled, but you have to perform on the stage and make an innings. So similar to that, we have a special segment in our Toastmasters meeting, which is table topic segment, where you will be given a topic and you will be speaking on the stage. Without given any time for thinking. With that, I would like to call our table topic master.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today I have been asked to take up the role of TTM, the Table Topic Master, and there are very strict guidelines from both the DMOD and the SSA that all the topics should be related to IPL and cricket and whatnot. My first reaction was no. I hate cricket. I belong to the Bernard Shaw Club. But then she was very insistent, so I yielded as usual. So today the speakers are not going to be chosen. You have to volunteer because the topics require some in-depth knowledge and a good amount of understanding of the game of cricket and particularly IPL. So I would give a topic and request you to listen to it carefully, take a minute or so, then volunteer. That would be the right way of selecting the speaker for this session. My first topic could be what is T20 and how do you compare and contrast TTM and T20? Any volunteers? And the experts like Toastmaster, Ballot and all can wait for more complex topics later. These are all simple topics to start with. Please, Toastmaster, what is T20, the expansion, and what are the differences and similarities between TTM and T20? Please.
Yes. So good morning everyone. So thank you for the topic. It was very interesting. So T20 as my perspective, 20 short form is T, 20 is 20 over. So 20 over, abbreviated T20 I would say. So T20 was very familiar. It was introduced by Kapil Dev. The ideology brought by the Kapil Dev when he was a man of the first World Cup winner. He thought the game should be very shortened, like very short game within 2 hours. Play the game. Then he shortened the game 2020. He brought this idea, and so TTM. Second question, I think the second question TTM. So TTM was Toastmaster, table topic master, right? Sir? Table topic master. TT, I think TT asked my perspective, train the trainer, I know this application. So anyway, nice the way most of the people actually nowadays, most of the younger like to see this T20 matches because everyone nowadays feels bias for action. Bias for action means, so one person come in the picture, na, first ball itself, the guy want to hit 6. That is called bias for action. So T20 also slowly introduced in the company as well. Nowadays the company expecting new joiner will perform on the same day. So that is the beauty of T20. Thank you.
Well, it's a very good speech. The major similarity between TTM and T20 is spontaneity. That is, in TTM, you will have to make an impromptu speech instantly. Similarly, in TTM, in T20, you have to take instant, quick decisions depending on the situation in the game. So this is a very critical point in T20 game. The next topic would be, what are the 3 formats of cricket and which is the best and why? Any volunteer? 3 formats of cricket, modern day cricket.
3 formats.
Which you think is the best and why? I guess Harish. Toastmaster Harish.
3 formats of cricket.
And which is the best and why you think so?
There are 3 formats in cricket. The first one is Test cricket. The second is ODI, which is 50 overs cricket, and the final one is T20 cricket, in which there will be 20 overs game, and in Test match there will be 5 days. If you ask me what is the best format, I would say cricket. I would say Test match, because Test match is the only format in which you can have second chance, third chance. There are instances in cricket, in Test match, where let's say one team has got an all out for 80 and still won the match. And it's similar to life, where you will have second chance, and the similarity between Test cricket and life is similar because both talks about second chance. Life is not about just one chance. It's about getting down and going up again. So according to me, best format is Test match, and even when the RCB won the IPL, even Virat Kohli told the same thing, that he likes Test cricket and he wants other cricketers to enjoy Test cricket. So according to me, the best format is Test match. Sometimes it might be boring, but the Test match is the best, because it is when Virat Kohli was captain, he was so aggressive. I still remember a match in which Virat Kohli told that we have some 30 overs, let's show them hell. I am sure that he would have not told the same thing in ODI or the T20 match. Just imagine he's going to a T20 match and he's telling, show them 20 overs left, show him 20 overs of hell, because then the bowler will tell, just 20 overs, how can I do that? So I would like to conclude that, according to me, Test match is the best format. Thank you.
Unfortunately, I have a very strong, diametrically opposite view. I don't consider Test match as a game at all. What lasts for 5 days is not a game or a sport. It is an occupation or a hobby, something. It is the crooked design of the Britishers who have left behind this Test match, because Britishers did not know what to do with the spare time. So they invented this game. They can be whiling away the time playing all 5 days. We don't have such luxury now. We have hardly time for anything and everything. And there is a question of playing, which is the most famous sport in the Olympics. It's 100-meter dash, and that gets over in less than 10 seconds. And you have a game going on for 5 days, and At the end of the 5 days, you will have no result. It is a draw. Because Gavaskar, who started batting the first day, will be still batting on the 5th day. Anyway, that's my personal view. No offense meant. See, in any cricket, in any game, the players are expected to have certain characteristics and qualities and traits. Tenacity is the most important trait for a T20 match. Why? The player has to be tenacious.
What's the topic, sir?
See, all players, all sportsmen require a set of qualities and characteristics. In T20, the most critical trait or characteristic of a batsman or a bowler should be tenacity. Why? If nobody is volunteering, you can pass, then I will do it myself at the end. Yeah, family feud.
Okay, so very limited knowledge of IPL as such, but there was one very exciting project that I worked on where we were working for CSK. No, actually we were working for Aircel that time, where we were supposed to do a concept of mime at the stadium within the audience for the promotion of Aircel. And we were thinking of what to do. We came up with this concept called the Dhoni's brain. So I don't watch cricket at all, but I'm supposed to create this whole concept. And so I went out and learned a lot, like all the students that were doing, 20 of the mimers were doing it. I was conducting it there for them. And they were telling me so much about how tenacious Dhoni is. And how it will be like the last 2 or 3 balls, what to do, and immediately that Dhoni used to make fun of one cricketer always, no, on the opposite side. He was compared to Rajnikant and all that. CSK, what's his name? Oh my god, I don't know. Okay, he's from Tamil Nadu, I think. No, Jharkhand. I don't know. The old one. No, not Raina. He's always funny. Like he makes a lot of super moves, superhero moves and all that. But yeah, he will be making jokes of like they both will be playing like within the field itself, making fun of each other and all of that. And like when we did that concept saying Dhoni's brain, the concept was saying Dhoni is not expressing anything. We as 20 mimers are going to express what is happening inside Dhoni's brain. That was the idea. So if there is opposite team is hitting 6s and 4s, Dhoni's brain is right now thinking, what do I do? We show it in a creative mime format, except Dhoni is not showing anything at all. And I think that made him go to the top, have so many fans and all of that, because he's that captain cool who is not showing anything, just being very tenacious in what has to be happening. And that was the first time I also found the energy in that whole stadium of how they are unaffected by the whole energy of what is happening around, and they just focus on the game and they do it. I think tenacity is not just in T20 but in the whole of cricket. To stand in the middle of the stadium and do that is a great thing.
As usual, Toastmaster John has hit the nail on the head. Because Dhoni is known for one, cool composure, and second is tenacity. Tenacity is as per the grammarian, it is the ability to stick on to something till the end. And T20 match does not end even in the last ball. Remember, why? If a team requires 7 runs and there is only 1 ball left, is there a chance for the team to win?
Yes.
If the last ball happens to be a wide, the batsman gets to bat again, and if it's a 6, they win. So, unless the player is tenacious and even wait for the last ball to be declared a good ball, there is a chance. So, tenacity is the most critical trait of a player in T20. Now comes complex questions. See, I am going a bit out of the way, but still I'll come back to cricket quickly. In Olympics sports from 1900 to 2024, in 31 editions, India won 41 medals, just 41 medals, out of which close to 20 are in the past 3-4 editions, like 2024, 20, 16, 8. And before that it was hardly, they drew blank in many of the Olympic events. 0 medal tally in many years. And hockey means gold for India. It is from 1924 to 1964. 40 years continuously India was winning gold medal in hockey. And they lost in 1964 only to regain it in 2008, that is after 44 years gap. Then they won it again in 2020, the gold medal. Why I am giving you all these statistics is, in the same, approximately the same period, cricket became the most favorite sport in India, and India started winning. The first unexpected super win was 1983 World Cup, we all know. Then there are repeated wins by the cricket team, and India always ranks in the first 2-3 in different formats. Test match first, T20 second, and ODI third, something like that. My question is, do you think that cricket has overshadowed other games and sports and contributed to the decline in the performance in other games and sports? If you think yes, yes. You go ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Master. So I understand the question is, first, we have a cricket which is favored by the population. The second point from the question is, we have won many medals in hockey than any other sports in Olympics. And the third point from the question is, from the starting to here in Olympics, we have won lesser medals. So the question here, after the points that is given, is whether the cricket overshadowed any other sports from the Olympics and hockey. If you ask me, there are one main reason why we lack in the Olympic medals. Because when we see hockey, apart other than cricket, hockey gets more focus from the government because it's our national sport. That is one thing. And in the other things, in Olympics, why we are not very focused on medals is because it lacks funding from the government, because of which our sports personnel weren't able to perform better. That is the main reason why we are not able to perform in the Olympics in the many of the games. Now coming on to why cricket is performing better than any other thing is because of its commercial nature. When it comes to cricket, it gets a lot of attention from people. So because of which the private sector plays a very important role in funding the players as well as the game of cricket. So the players of cricket were motivated of this kind of a monetary reward as well. So that is the reason why the cricket performs better. That is one. And lack of funding from government is where we are lack in Olympics, which is changing now. That's why we are performing. Thank you.
Well, Toastmaster Monish has replied very correctly. I am going to substantiate with some financial figures about cricket. The cricket is the 7th richest sport in the world. It's nothing great being 7th, but if you consider there are only 15 odd countries that play cricket, unlike football which is played by more than 100 countries. 7th is a very good place to achieve. And for the fan following, cricket is the second biggest game. Again, same logic goes. It's played. It was 30 years back. Only 6-7 countries were playing. 20 years back, some 10 countries were playing. Today, maybe 15 to 18 countries are playing. Though the number of countries playing cricket is very limited, the fan following is the second largest for any game in the sport. Second richest league is IPL, and BCCI worth is 20,000 crores. Tendulkar is worth 1,300 crores. Dhoni and Virat Kohli are worth 1,000 crores. See, they are not in the richest sportsman list in the world because, as I told you again, dollar rupees parity. They have to earn 80 times more than Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo to be at their list. And the revenue from the advertisement in IPL 25 alone is 5,000 crores. So these figures would probably answer the previous question as to why cricket has dominated the sports in India. Now the tricky and difficult question is cricket still a game or business? Yes. With the backdrop of the financial figures, do you still think that cricket is a sport or a business?
Cricket is no more a sport from long back because it has become a business, and I feel it was forced to India because we Indians tend to follow Western culture a lot, and we think that they are wise than us. We thought previously, so we got it from Britishers, I think. That's why, and people found some space for business in cricket. That is why there is a huge fan following and idol worshipping. Everything is happening, and if government or the people gave the business focus to other games like football or hockey, definitely in India the other games will flourish like cricket. So cricket is a pure business and IPL is a very big business. Thank you.
One question.
Yeah, I'll now deviate from cricket a bit to a general. Though it was a very joyous occasion to celebrate RCB's win, it ended in a big tragedy. The stampede came in lives of 11 very innocent young people. It was heartbreaking to read the stories of all these 11 people's death. And in fact, my icebreaker speech, it was titled The Queue. I said, lack of discipline to form queues in a crowded place can result in stampede. This is the exact sentence I used. And this has turned out to be true in this case. And secondly, in one more speech regarding fire accidents, I said, to die young is tragic. To die young in an accident is very tragic. To die young in a fire accident is worst tragedy you can ever think of. And same thing holds good for stampede. For what? And in the whole world, out of 10 biggest stampedes, 2 happened in India. Again, the same logic. So many countries are there. But India accounts for 2 largest stampedes. Of course, the Kumbh Mela is not counted as yet. So, stampede is very close to India. Now, if you are a district collector or a superintendent of police and a celebration like this RCB win is happening in your district, what are the steps you will take to avert a stampede? Yes, Mohammed sir.
Steps to prevent that.
Yeah, but what is the plan? What are the steps, precautions?
Good morning, Toastmasters and distinguished guests. This is a nice topic, rather a very beautiful question. One has to ponder over the question. As a district administrator, what I would do is that I would immediately convene the meeting of the district heads, like the superintendent of police, the sports authority people, and I would refer to the back files as to how, when the last tournament was conducted, what was the percentage of people attended that tournament, how many casualties were there, how many were in the order, say minor injuries, moderate injuries, the worst injuries, or this what we call it the grievously hurt injuries. So I would study all those things and have a open discussion with the public as well as the organizers particularly. I would invite them, consult with them, and try to get the modus operandi of the way in which they are going to conduct the tournament in Vellore or anywhere else, and properly organize and give suitable instructions that no way stampede or pakka, what do we call it, proper arrangements should be made and put in place so that the sudden uprisal or sudden movement of the public would be avoided. Particularly organizing and constructing queues with the bandobast of the police and the home guards plus the volunteers. So we can arrange them, plus the public address system would be of immense use. We can regularly address them, and this kind of preventive measures can definitely minimize the involvement of people getting grievously hurt, or rather prevent the major disaster. Over to you. Thank you.
As the government official, we exactly gave a blueprint. Only two things I would like to add is what went wrong in Bangalore was very wrong estimate of the crowd. What was expected was 55,000, what turned out was 2.5 lakhs. And second is the selection of venue. Third is the manning the security people. That is, 500 or 1,000 policemen are certainly not going to be sufficient for a crowd of 2.5 lakhs. So everything was done in a haphazard, in a very hushed up manner, because I think the foreign cricketers wanted to go back home fast. So they did it, and as Toastmaster Manoharan said, involve all the stakeholders. Have a bit that never seems to have happened, because one day the match was over, second day was the victory celebration. Why such a hurry? And there was no coordination between today BCCA saying we don't have anything to do, the Karnataka Association saying we don't know nothing, and the IPL people are saying the RCB. The ball is passed from one court to the other without the accountability and responsibility being fixed. So actually, as I was used to tell, my father was a police officer, he always cautioned me, if there is a crowd of more than 6 people, don't go anywhere near it. Because an individual is one entity and a mob is totally different. Mob psychology is different. The behavior is totally unexpected. You can never estimate how a mob will behave. In fact, I was telling you, out of 10 major stampedes in the world, 2 happened in India because our mobs are more violent, more reactive. Thank you.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, for the beautiful segment. So without further ado, let's get into the evaluation. I'd like to call Toastmaster Ramesh.
Now I would like to call my team to come and tell us what they have observed. First I would like to call our timer. Last time, first year. Ma'am?
Speakers evaluation.
Speech evaluation.
You can call the evaluator 1.
That's I'm sorry about it. First speech evaluator, I would like to call Toastmaster Abhidasha.
Thank you, General Evaluator. My target speaker was Toastmaster Kalaivani. I'm happy that she gave her icebreaker with tenacity. I appreciate her that her start was nice. She threw the questions to the audience and interacted. The second thing is, she gave her twist numbering, the next twist and an incident, the second twist and an incident. And I have also some recommendations for her. When she said her uncertainties and how she manages things, she has to segregate her challenges. How she faced the first challenge, then in the second stage, like when she went to the job, her second uncertainty. And also she has to keep it short, because this is her icebreaker. What she wants to say, it should be short and sweet. These are the recommendations. And to summarize, her appreciation is, she started with a question by giving options. The interaction was there. She gave numbers for her twist. And recommendation is challenges, and her job should be segregated to differentiate between them and keep it short and sweet. These are the recommendations for her. Over to general
Now I would like to call Toastmaster Carolyn to give over the speech evaluation for Toastmaster 1.
Thank you, General.
Bold voice, kind heart, a force to reckon with. Toastmaster Vani brought out a very powerful story with a great take-home message, and she presented it so beautifully. Let me tell a few things that we can learn from Toastmaster Vani's speech. So, she started with a question, right? Toastmaster Vani could have leaned forward, asked that question, and let it linger in the minds of the audience for a few seconds before going on to the rest of the story. So in that way, your audience connection would have been even better. It was good. These are ways with which you can make it even better. I have just few recommendations for her. One is, she happens to keep walking in the stage. Sometimes it is very meaningful. Sometimes we feel that it could be avoided. So your stage choreography, I know a lot of people place a high premium on stage choreography, but when we went to discover, we saw one Toastmaster stand in a square and deliver the entire speech in a square. And he said that I am the stage. Okay, and he even won, I think second place he won. So stage choreography is important, but only if it goes in line with your story. If it is required, then we can use it. Otherwise, you can stand in one place and still tell the story very powerfully. The other thing is, some sentences I felt were, a bit fumbled. It was not completed very well. And the most striking thing today about Toastmaster Vani's speech is that usually it's a very punchy, high energy opening that she gives. Today I somehow felt that lacked in ounces. Okay, it's not that it was, even your table topic when you came and when you told, it was like full of enthusiasm and josh. I somehow felt that in your speech that was a bit, less. So to sum it up, I somehow feel that your stage choreography, if that could be coordinated very well, and maybe you could watch your reruns, like your videos when you go back and when you see that, and then you can make small corrections here and there and eliminate all the unnecessary stage movements. Try, when you're asking a question, let it linger in the minds of the audience, and then I somehow feel that you're a wonderful speaker, you're a magnificent speaker, and really looking forward for more speeches from you. Over to you, General.
Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Monish to give the evaluation for Toastmaster Trivedi.
Thank you, General Moderator. My target speaker, Toastmaster Trivedi, has given a beautiful story which explains the word of the day, tenacity. Because I remember tenacious. So he started with the problem of his cousin has said something and he was very hurt by that, and for that problem he had a solution of going to gym, and even what are the mistakes that he made in the gym he has explained. So the content started from problem and his mistakes, and then he moved on to solution, in which he has mentioned 3 points, which is ask the experts one, and second master the basics, and finally measure, which he called us out as log what you do. So content wise this was a very structured speech, and particularly the thing which is noticeable is body language and gestures. But one particular example is he took a rod, entered for and used it as a sword, which was very beautiful to watch. And finally, narration. The facial expressions that you gave for the pain that you had after gym was really relatable. You can't even lift out a glass of water, which is, I totally agree, it happens in the beginning. So that was very completely relatable. So this made whole speech engaging. Now this speech is about getting to know about the speaker's opinion about his speech, and I have to challenge it. Is whatever things that he thinks that it could have been improved, I have to challenge that and give a positive outlook. So when I asked him what are the things that he felt could have been done better, he listed mainly 2 things. One is engagement and another one is timing. He said that he would have asked more questions so that audience engages. Actually, it is correct, I agree with you. But the humor that you had, for example, at the end I was expecting you would say that I have reduced this much of weight, but you said I didn't even reduce even 1 kg of weight. That was like, it's a good humor. So audience engagement was there. That is one. And second is timing. You said that you, after seeing the green card, you hurried and concluded your story. Even for that I agree, but your story was too engaging. The examples that you chose, your facial expressions, body language, it was very engaging. So you had the audience engagement, and that timing was overlapped by your performance in the speech. And finally, one improvement from my stage is the involuntary movements that which I told, that is, you could have improved. For example, when you speak, you jump a little bit. That is one I noticed. And other some involuntary movements which you can improve. So to summarize, we had a great content, body language and narration. You would focus on, as you said, engagement, timing, and involuntary movements. Thank you.
So now I would like to call our tag team to give their reports. First, I would like to call Toastmaster Carolyn for the R-Counter report.
Thank you, General Manager. How many of you heard Toastmaster John's table topic? Today. All of you heard. All of you heard. Okay. But did you observe something in his talk? Towards the beginning of his talk. Sorry? No, energy, forget about energy. No more energy. His energy was good. The R's, the ums, the filler words were coming in a great flow. Okay? Towards the end of when he left the stage, it was perfect. It was just perfect. So the first 30 seconds were, they say, no, so all whatever is like not needed, it's all coming there. And then after that is a refined speech to towards the end, it was like so beautiful, it was so well organized. So the whole purpose of Toastmasters is for us to come here and do that tour work. So we need to try again and again and again and again, and you might be an award-winning Toastmaster, you might be whatever, you know, but then you still, the stage is greater than you, and when you come on stage, you have fear. The goal is not to eliminate fear, the goal is to face your fear and to go forward. So you can't even, I don't think even the trophy winners are not going to have filler words in their speeches. They are still going to have filler words in their speeches. It's about masking the filler words and masking your fear and going forward. Over to you, General.
Thank you. And now I would like to call the listener, Toastmasters Samuel, to give us a report.
So, good morning, guys. Are you ready for the test match? Yes. Sorry, Super Over. Because test match is already happening. This is the in-between Super Over. So, in Toastmasters Kalaivani speech, where she born? So, what was Toastmaster Kalaivani manifested?
Johnson.
What was the name of the building? You should not answer this. Toastmaster Vani's class was?
Elementary.
He said.
What was the deadliest combination if Toastmaster Vani had? What was the peculiar habit that Toastmaster Trivandrum had?
Playing sword.
Who is the favorite teacher of Toastmaster Vani? At final, what was the muscle Trivandrum worked? As Trivandrum, one advice to you: when you are doing leg day, you should do it on Saturday. Then Sunday you will be take resting.
One advice to you, he's not Trivandrum, he's Trivandrum.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Samuel. So now I'd like to call Toastmaster Saranya Rajitha for the grammarian.
Your grammarian was very happy. Why? Because many of you use the word of the day. Toastmaster Kalaivani, Toastmaster Vani, Toastmaster Karthikeyan, Toastmaster John, Toastmaster Abhidasha, Toastmaster Monish. Everyone used the word of the day. Once again, thank you for using the word of the day. Coming to grammatical errors. Toastmaster Vani gave her speech that she said, your parents are working in a railways. Actually, railways is a plural noun. So, here is used for singular noun. So, we have to use your parents are working in the railways. Okay? And then second, coming to Trivandrum. Toastmaster Trivandrum gave a speech that he mentioned it's a peculiar habit. Actually, peculiar is a consonant, starts with consonant letter. So it would come like it's a peculiar habit. And then coming to table topic rounds. Toastmaster Kalaimani, he said most of the young one. It's not young one. Most of the refers to more than one. So most of the young ones. And then second, Toastmaster John said, I went to learnt a lot. Yeah, learnt is a past tense, but here after to, we have to use the base form of verb. So it would be, I went to learn a lot. Moving to wonderful, strong vocabularies used in this meeting. Toastmaster Carolyn said fraternity, which means feeling of friendship or mutual support. And then Toastmaster Kalaivani said fairy tale. It's a good word to describe situation that seem unbelievable. The second word also she said relentless. The same meaning of tenacious, keeps going, persistent. Finally, Toastmaster Vani said rebel. It's also a strong vocabulary to resist or fight against rules or control authority. I didn't came across any phrases or attractive sayings. But in the beginning of the meeting, Toastmaster Carolyn mentioned a fantastic idiom. Can anyone guess? Out of the blue, which means something happened suddenly or unexpectedly. Overall, it was a great work. Thank you.
Now I would like to call Toastmaster Santosh to give his timer report.
Thank you, General Elevator. Hello, for Toastmasters. I am here with my timer report, and I am sorry to say there is a one disqualification, which is Toastmaster Abhidasha for our evaluation. In evaluation part, Toastmaster Carolyn took 3 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster Monish took 3 minutes 21 seconds. Now the table topic. Toastmaster Kalaimani took 1 minute 45 seconds. Toastmaster Harish took 2 minutes 5 seconds. Toastmaster John took 2 minutes 19 seconds. Toastmaster Monish took 1 minute 54 seconds. Toastmaster Vani took 1 minute 3 seconds. Toastmaster Manoharan took 2 minutes 22 seconds. Now the speaker. Speaker 1, Toastmaster Kalaivani took 5 minutes 53 seconds. Toastmaster Vani took 5 minutes 43 seconds. Toastmaster Trivedan took 7 minutes 16 seconds. So over to you, General Evaluator.
So it's my general evaluator report. I don't know how many, because I do a lot of audits in my organization, and when I enter, everyone will be very friendly with me. Once I submit my report, it will be a brutal truth, and so that's how it is when it comes to general evaluation. So it is, please understand, this is an effort to understand where we are, where we can correct a lot of things that we have not adhered to. And when it comes to the start of the meeting started on time, and most of us were on time, and I encourage all the members to come before time, because it is a distractor for the speakers. When they are on the stage, they are just delivering their speeches, and if somebody opens the door, we tend to just look at them, and it is a great distraction. I request all of us to come on time henceforth to all the Toastmasters meeting. And the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Bharat, did an excellent job giving a theme, and it was disseminated in the group well in advance so that everyone was prepared, yes, what is expected out of this meeting, and most of us came the attire that was recommended. I think Toastmaster Bharat will be very happy about it. And he took the entire session in a very beautiful way. Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat. And when it comes to the speaker evaluators, Toastmaster Abhidasha, Toastmaster Carolyn, Toastmaster Monish, I think it is equally important to spell out the speech objectives, like it's very important to give the evaluation. There need to be so much of emphasis and clarity on the speech objectives, so that as audience, people will know what is expected out of that speech. I think the clarity was lacking in few of us. I think that needs to be equally considered while similar to the evaluation report. So it will be beneficial for the audience. Evaluation is beneficial for the speakers. The speech objectives will be helpful for the audience. So I think that needs to be taken into consideration. And when it comes to my tag team, all of them played a very good role. Everyone spelled out their speech objectives very clearly, and everyone did a great job here. And when it comes to table topics, the overall objective of table topic is to get the Toastmasters, give them a sudden surprise on an unknown topic so that how they can respond spontaneously. I think this was a different try from Toastmaster Karthikeyan, and it was a clue that was already revealed, and speakers are able to prepare well on that, and they were able to come and present it here. I think the essence of those table topics, I think, should be maintained. The spontaneity should be kindled from all the Toastmasters, because that's how it is. On the whole, the meeting went well, and few recommendations for the general evaluator for himself, because he wasn't prepared. He was just asking everybody what this is, what it is. Next time, come prepared. Thank you so much.
Thanks, General Evaluator, for a beautiful report from you and your team. So yes, we have almost reached the end of the game. So let me not take more time. We are already running out of time. So there are some key lessons that we can take from the winning or the victory of RCB or the Royal Challengers Bangalore team. The first lesson that I would say is, so you have to stay loyal to the team and do things with honesty, and that will help you to achieve really big things in your life. And they really stood as an example, the franchise as well as the team players, and they really made us feel that loyalty can bring the victory home. And the second thing is that life is going to be really hard, but you have to learn, correct, and keep improvising on day after day, week after week, and year after year. And things will fall into your place at the right time, for right people, at the right day. So with this, I thank the team. They say that then you will be saying your favorite team. Yeah, about saying. So any guesses which is my favorite team? Only one guess. Chennai. Mumbai Indians.
For Sachin.
Because I'm a big fan of firstly Sachin and then Rohit Sharma. So I'm wearing this jersey for paying a tribute for Royal Challengers Bangalore. So with this, I thank you everyone for the opportunity, and I hand over the stage to our beautiful president.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ballot, for beautifully coming and taking over the session. As part of general evaluation, one small thing is we usually during table topic we give the guest also opportunity to come and participate. So I think hereafter, after our Toastmasters have come and spoken, maybe they can also be given some stage time, because that will motivate them to.
We can call them now.
Yeah, we are going to call them now. We are going to call them now. Sorry? Yeah, they were asked to volunteer. Yes, yes. So I'm just telling, as part of table topic, because they get stage time during the table topic, we don't have to go according to our schedule. We can just give them 1 or 2 questions just to break the ice and make them feel comfortable. So we're going to do that right now. Can we please have Vignesh, Harry and Pavitra forward? How was your experience here? What was your learning from this session? Can you please share in 1 or 2 minutes?
Hi all. So first of all, I heard the word of Toastmaster from my brother. His name is Sala. He was telling Vignesh, I was full of blossoms or a positive experience in the two things in my life. One is Toastmaster, second one is his college. So I wondered how Toastmaster gives that much of blossoms to him. I asked Vignesh, if you go there, means only positive stories, positive concept, criticism, everything. So you can't feel negativity there. So I was surprised. If I make the mistakes also, they give the constructive positivity. So 2024, I messaged Bharat, Toastmaster Bharat, 2024 January 1st. So after 1.5 years, a few weeks back, Shala messaged me. So thank you for both of them to push me here. Today I come here because of Virat Kohli only. Because that word in guest group, Virat Kohli RCB celebration. Few years back, Virat Kohli, 2013, I thought, Virat Kohli stood up in front of the mirror. You feel ashamed because you are chubby like that. So that I took the decision. I yesterday in front of mirror, your English was a bit grammatical error and flow. So I, inspired by Virat Kohli, I came here. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you to your mother also. Harry, could you please? So what is your learning, Harry, from the session that you attended?
To my knowledge, I have no idea what was happening because it was sports at this moment. I think the conversation was about the IPL. I'm not a big fan of cricket or IPL or anything. I used to watch IPL when I was a kid. When it started, was it at the Royal Knights, something like Knights or Black Knights or something was there. So only for that I started watching cricket, and I didn't like it much. And regarding Toastmasters, I'm happy that I could hear more people coming out and speaking about something like a particular topic and explaining more about it. And I gained new knowledge today. And yeah, that summarizes my speech actually. This is my first day. I expect more, I could give more next Sunday.
Sure.
Yeah.
Today's topic was really nice. I want to share something about table topic. Cricket is a game or business, but truly cricket is a business because cricket was happening only for 2 months, but the business was engaging the audience throughout the year by clubs and things. But what I experienced about cricket was when I was 2 months before, my and brother was going to a ground to play badminton. My brother was pick a bat and a ball. Why I asked why he was picking that, we are playing badminton only. Why you pick that? You just watch, then you understand the importance of cricket. We go there. I was playing badminton with him. Within a few 15 minutes, 6 members were formed for playing cricket. I also with badminton bat, but no one was coming and asked me, shall we play badminton? No one was coming, but he had a bat and ball. 6 members were formed and they were playing. There is no need of members to play cricket. Then I realized, oh, cricket is that much important. It is a business, but for Tamil Nadu boys especially, cricket is related to their soul. They respect cricket and they enjoy cricket. Even there is no need of bat or anything. Even a bat and a paper ball is enough for cricket. That was I learned. Thank you.
So now the ballot forms will be shared in the guest group and in our official group. Please fill out the forms. So next week we'll be having Father's Day celebration. Am I right, Monica? And the following week we have Moments of Truth. It is a quality check. So we had the Moments of Truth last term when when Bharat and Pritika were in charge of that. So we are going to do that before handing over the reins to our upcoming XCOM team, and their installation will be in the last week of June, which is like 30th of June. Is it 30? 29. The results are the best table topic speaker. Any guesses? Toastmaster John Pradeep. Best auxiliary role player is Toastmaster Ranjita. Best role player Toastmaster Ballot. Speaker Toastmaster Vani. Thank you so much.
Best evaluator is Toastmaster Calvin.
With this, we adjourn today's meeting. See you all next week.